It's the sport that stops wars and sometimes starts them. It's worshipped like a religion, played in deserts, jungles, and even Antarctica. Some call it soccer, others call it football, but everyone agrees it's the world's game. Welcome to the Mind Metrics, where knowledge kicks harder than a penalty in the 90th minute. Today we're revealing 30 facts so wild, so surprising, you'll question everything you thought you knew about the beautiful game. From balls made of pig bladders to robot players trying to beat Messi, this isn't your average trivia. So lace up, lock in, and let's blow your mind. One football fact at a time. Fact 1. The word soccer came from England, not America. The term soccer originated in late 19th century England as a slang abbreviation of association football. At the time, there were multiple types of football being played, like rugby football and association football. To distinguish between them, people referred to the latter as assoc football, which quickly turned into soccer. Ironically, the British coined it, but later dropped it while Americans adopted it fully. Fact 2, over half the world watched the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The FIFA World Cup isn't just a sports event, it's a global phenomenon. The 2022 edition in Qatar reached over 5 billion viewers across all platforms, with more than 1.5 billion people watching the final match alone. That's nearly 2/3 of the world's adult population tuning into one single event. Fact 3, pro footballers run up to 10 miles per game. On average, a professional soccer player covers between 7 to 9.5 miles during a single match. Midfielders often run the most due to their dual offensive and defensive roles. That's the equivalent of running a mini marathon every time they hit the pitch. And they do this several times a week. Fact 4, the fastest red card in history was shown after just 2 seconds. In 2000, Lee Todd was playing for Cross Farm Park Celtic in England. The whistle blew, and he immediately muttered, "F me, that was loud." The referee considered it foul language and showed him a red card just 2 seconds into the match, setting the record for the quickest sending off ever. Fact 5, the first version of football dates back over 2,000 years in China. A game called Cuju, literally meaning kickball, was played during the Han Dynasty around 206 BC. It involved a leather ball stuffed with feathers, and players had to kick it into a small net without using their hands. It was used as military training and is considered by FIFA to be the earliest form of organized football. Fact 6, Brazil is the most successful World Cup nation. Brazil has won the FIFA World Cup 5 times: 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994, and 2002. No other country has more titles. Brazil is also famous for producing legends like Pelé, Zico, Romario, Ronaldinho, and Neymar. Players known for creativity, flair, and unforgettable footwork. Fact 7. Pelé scored over 1,200 goals in his career. Edson Arantes do Nascimento, better known as Pelé, officially scored 1,281 goals in 1,363 matches, including unofficial friendlies. Even removing the less formal games, his official tally remains in the high 700s, making him one of the most prolific goal scorers in sports history. Fact 8. The first Women's World Cup was only in 1991. Despite the Men's World Cup starting in 1930, the first official FIFA Women's World Cup took place much later, in China, 1991. The U.S. women's national team won the inaugural tournament, setting the stage for their global dominance. They now hold 4 World Cup titles: 1991, 1999, 2015, 2019, more than any other women's team. Fact 9, goalkeepers couldn't always use their hands. In the early versions of football, all players could catch or handle the ball, similar to rugby. It wasn't until the 1863 rules of association football that handling the ball was restricted. Goalkeepers eventually got the exclusive right to use their hands, but only within their own penalty area, a rule that wasn't fully clarified until 1912. Fact 10, the largest stadium in the world is in North Korea. The Rungrado 1st of May Stadium in Pyongyang, North Korea is the world's largest stadium by capacity. It can officially hold 114,000 spectators and sometimes hosts parades, performances, and massive sporting events. Its design includes a roof shaped like a magnolia blossom. Fact 11. Cristiano Ronaldo can jump higher than most NBA players. Ronaldo's vertical leap reaches 28 inches, 71 centimeters, from a standing start and over 30 inches when running, letting him hit headers up to 2.93 meters, 9 feet, 6 inches in the air. That's higher than the average NBA player's vertical leap and part of why he's so lethal in the air. Fact 12. Lionel Messi scored 91 goals in a single year. In 2012, Messi broke a 40-year-old record by scoring 91 goals for club and country in one calendar year. He surpassed Gerd Muller's previous record of 85 goals. That's an average of over 7.5 goals per month in the highest levels of professional football. Fact 13. Greenland has no FIFA-approved grass pitch. Greenland is part of the Kingdom of Denmark, but due to its icy terrain, it lacks natural grass fields. Football is played on artificial turf, and the country is not a FIFA member, primarily because of its inability to meet stadium requirements and infrastructure. Fact 14. The longest penalty shootout had 48 shots. In 2005, a Namibian Cup match between KK Palace and Civics went to a shootout that ended 17-16 after 48 penalty kicks. That's the longest in professional football history, showcasing both immense pressure and unusual endurance. Fact 15. Football is played even in Antarctica. Scientists and staff at research stations in Antarctica organize casual football matches during downtime. While there are no formal leagues, games have been played on ice-covered terrain, sometimes even indoors with makeshift balls. Football truly is played on every continent. Fact 16. The fastest World Cup goal took just 11 seconds. In the 2002 FIFA World Cup, Turkish striker Hakan Şükür scored against South Korea just 11 seconds after kickoff, the fastest goal ever scored in World Cup history. He took advantage of a defensive error and immediately made his mark. Fact 17. A football match contributed to an actual war. In 1969, a World Cup qualifying match between El Salvador and Honduras escalated tensions that were already high due to immigration and land disputes. Shortly after the match, a brief but deadly conflict known as the Football War broke out. It lasted 4 days, resulting in over 2,000 deaths. Fact 18. Early footballs were made from pig bladders. Before modern synthetic balls, players kicked around inflated pig bladders covered in leather. These were irregularly shaped and often burst. In the mid-1800s, rubber bladders were introduced, revolutionizing the shape and durability of the ball. Fact 19. VAR was introduced only recently in 2018. Video Assistant Referee, VAR, was used for the first time in a World Cup in Russia, 2018. It helps referees review controversial goals, penalties, and red cards. While it aims to reduce human error, it has also sparked debate among fans about its impact on the game's flow and fairness. Fact 20. There's an annual robot soccer tournament. The RoboCup is an international robotics competition where autonomous robots play soccer against each other. The long-term goal? By 2050, organizers hope a robot team will beat the human World Cup champions. Sounds like sci-fi? It's real and progressing fast. Fact 21. The shortest professional footballer was only 5 feet tall. Elton José Xavier Gomes, a Brazilian attacking midfielder, is widely regarded as the shortest professional male footballer in modern football history, standing at just 1.54 meters, 5 feet 0.6 inches tall. Despite his height, he was known for his incredible agility, low center of gravity, and dribbling ability. He played for clubs in Brazil, Romania, and Saudi Arabia, often dazzling defenders with his quick movements and balance. Fact 22. One match ended 149-0, all own goals. In 2002, the Madagascan football club Stade Olympique de Limurne, SOE, deliberately scored 149 own goals during a league match against AS Adema. The bizarre protest was in response to a controversial refereeing decision in a previous game. Every time SOE got the ball, they intentionally scored on themselves. The result is recognized as the highest scoring match in football history, and perhaps the strangest. Fact 23. Early football games had no referees on the pitch. In the early days of football, particularly in the 1800s in England, there were no on-field referees. Teams were expected to resolve disputes among themselves, often through the captains. If disagreements arose, they would appeal to two umpires positioned off the field. The referee, as we know them today, someone who actively runs on the field and makes real-time decisions, didn't appear until the late 19th century. Fact 24, witchcraft was blamed for mass fainting during a game. In 2002, during a match in the Congolese city of Kinshasa, 11 players from one team reportedly fainted simultaneously. Locals believed it was due to witchcraft, a belief still held in some parts of Africa where superstition is deeply woven into sports culture. Though dehydration or heat exhaustion may have been the real cause, the incident caused panic and led to calls for spiritual cleansing of the stadium. Fact 25. David Beckham insured his legs for $70 million. At the peak of his career, football icon David Beckham took out an insurance policy on his legs worth an estimated $70 million. His powerful right foot, known for free kicks and crosses, was not just a weapon on the field, but a financial asset off it. It's one of the largest body part insurance policies in sports history and reflects how valuable elite athletes' bodies truly are. Fact 26. The FIFA World Cup trophy was once stolen and found by a dog. In 1966, just before the World Cup in England, the original Jules Rimet trophy was stolen during an exhibition. Panic ensued, and the trophy was missing for a week, until a dog named Pickles discovered it wrapped in newspaper in a garden hedge. Pickles became a national hero, and the story remains one of the most famous football legends. Fact 27. A referee once gave 36 red cards in one match. In 2011, a lower league Argentinian match between Claypole and Victoriano Arenas descended into total chaos. After a mass brawl broke out, the referee, Damian Rubino, issued 36 red cards to all 22 players, 14 substitutes, and coaches. It holds the world record for the most red cards in a single game. Fact 28. One player played for 25 clubs across 13 different countries. Lutz Pfannenstiel, a German goalkeeper, is the only professional footballer known to have played in all 6 FIFA-recognized continents and in clubs across 13 countries. His wild career included stints in England, Brazil, Singapore, Namibia, and even Antarctica-like conditions in Norway. He lived football as a global experience. Truly the sport's greatest globetrotter. Fact 29. The ball used in World Cup finals has changed dramatically. The very first World Cup in 1930 used a leather ball called the Tiento, which was heavy and absorbed water during matches. Compare that to the Adidas Al Rila, the official ball of the 2022 Qatar World Cup, which contains microchips to track movement and detect touches. Modern footballs are aerodynamic, waterproof, and loaded with tech. A far cry from pig bladders and leather. Fact 30. Football is the most played and watched sport on Earth. Today, football boasts over 265 million registered players worldwide. With more than 200 national associations, it's the most globally connected sport. From dusty villages to mega stadiums, football is more than a game. It's a language, a religion, and a unifier across cultures and nations. And there you have it, 30 mind-blowing facts about the world's most beloved sport. Whether you call it soccer or football, one thing's clear. This game is more than just goals and glory. It's history, science, culture, and passion wrapped in one beautiful ball. So tell us in the comments, do you say soccer, football, or something else entirely? And which fact blew your mind the most? If you learned something new today, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the Mind Metrics for more deep dives into the unexpected, the unusual, and the unbelievable. We've got more mind-bending content coming your way, and trust us, you won't want to miss it. Until next time, stay sharp and stay curious.